Hey, 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 beautiful heart, what's vibing today? Dr. Danae, and I am here to pull on the energy for this new moon that we are having today, February 9th, 2024. I am recording this in the early wee morning hours of the 9th, and that's just for your information. My readings are timeless. So whenever you come across it, that's the time for you. So let's get into this. So with this new moon energy in Aquarius, this is big energy. We can't just look at the new moon itself. We need to look at the full picture. And guys, full disclosure, I am not an astrologer. I'm not a psychic, none of that. I am a metaphysician. I deal with energy. I read energy and understand energy. So, what we're doing here for those of you that are new and are just discovering me, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, just get comfortable while I just do this brief little introduction. So, everything is energy and vibration. And what my job is to look into that energy, pull on it, and then relay that story back to you in a way that you can understand what is going on within yourself. You will always hear me talking about putting the focus and attention on you, not outside of you. We are coming out of the matrix, trying to rewrite our beliefs in duality. So that's what this is about. That's how these readings are designed. So without further ado, let's get into it. As I was meditating on this energy and actually planning on doing a different reading altogether, these cards started to come out. And as they were coming out, I picked up on this story that was developing, and this needs to be the first video putting out there today. So here we go. This is also, it can be trying to find the words. This may not be for everybody. This definitely feels like it is for a handful of people. This is very specific. So whether you are part of that very specific crowd and this is your message, or you're not part of that, there will still be things in this energy that you can learn from and apply to your life. So the first card out is this number 8, and this is the denial card, which is the 8 of Swords in this deck. With this denial card, and I love the picture on it because it's somebody wearing multiple masks, being in denial of that. And when we wear multiple masks, we do that whether you realize this or not. It is very subconscious, but we put on these different personas that literally mask our true identity, who we are at the soul level. And we adopt these personas based on projected energy, what we've picked up in our environment from our caretakers, other people, what have you. And then we try to live our life fitting into these masks, the box of these masks, when your heart, your soul is yearning for authenticity and freedom. The background of this story is somebody feels that somebody else is denying them or rejecting them. This can be in a romantic situation. It could be a soulmate situation. Not all soulmates are romantic. It could be friends. It could be family, coworkers. Doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make is somebody is feeling denied, rejected, and the attention, excuse me, the attention, the focus is more on this old dialogue of what's wrong with me, why am I not chosen, um, yada yada. When that's really not what is going on, the big picture. This energy, especially with this new moon, is really challenging each of us to open our minds, not to just focus on our past experiences, because those are the past. And if we don't want to experience those in our future, we have to take this energy and look at it. So, because what is playing out here, we are mirrors to each other. So it doesn't matter who's in your life. And for whatever reason, at some point, there was an alignment of energy. We mirrored the other person. We have these karmic relationships and soul relationships. They're all designed to bring us back to ourselves. And that's where I want to bring this. So, those of you who are feeling denied or rejected, not good enough, this message is for you to let you know that's the mindset, that is the root that keeps things playing out in your life. That's what is here for you to look at under this energy and make that choice to release it. We have number 2 here, unity. And in this deck, that is the 2 of cups. And for those of you that this is resonating with, and you're just looking at this going, yeah, see, it is about me and this person. We're not in unity. I feel that's where we're supposed to be, but that's not happening. Hold your horses. The big picture is really saying there's a disconnect within you, with you and you. So in other words, the human consciousness and soul consciousness, altered ego and soul, they are out of alignment. They are not in union with each other. As a matter of fact, it is like this tug of war, seesaw type of energy. And the inner dialogue around this is being focused on what isn't happening, what they're not saying or doing, when really this dynamic is here for you to go within. Because here's the thing, guys, until you have unity and peace, love, and compassion within yourself, and what do I mean by that? Both your masculine and feminine side. So the masculine is electronic in nature. It's the mind, the thoughts. The female energy is the heart. It's the emotions. So until you heal this relationship with you and your inner dialogue is supportive of you. In other words, when things happen, you don't automatically start beating yourself up or blaming yourself, going into shame, guilt, judgment toward yourself. When you practice that, you get stronger and stronger in a new vibration, and the old vibration starts to fade away. So somebody's attention here, because this energy is activating, this is the three of swords in traditional tarot. This is the pain card. So yes, I was picking up that there are some of you that what is going on and where your attention is causing these old hurts and pains and stories, old chapters of your life to come up. Here's the thing. It needs to come up so you can look at it, face it head on, and walk through it. The problem has been you got so good denying the pain, masking the pain, that when it comes up, you'll do whatever you can to push it down so you don't have to look at it. The problem is you've been doing that from altered ego. Altered ego never reaches to the soul or to truth to help itself out, to heal itself, or to transmute energy. It always goes back to itself, which is limiting beliefs, the 5 human habits: judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, shame. And this old pain anchors in that old story. Guys, if you take nothing but what I'm about to say from this reading, then you know what? You're ahead of the pack. And that is that this pain isn't here to say, see, it never works out. This is the same old, same old. When am I going to have different? That is all based in doubt and fear. This is for you to go, oh, okay, that is still there. Let me just look at that. Let me acknowledge it. Let me be grateful that it appeared in my life, because pain makes us change. It can either make us bitter or better. If you're watching this, deep down, you want to be better. For those of you who are saying, no, 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 I'm fine the way I am, blah, 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 and you listen to readings and inside you're really critical, that's subconscious letting you know you're sitting in that bitter resentment energy. And when we sit in that bitter resentment energy, our attention is outward on other people. We project that, well, they did this, so and so did this. And speaking to my feminine collective, those that are in physical feminine bodies, have you reflected on the girl ego? What it tells us, how it always wants to drag us down, almost as if we beat ourselves up and we martyr ourselves with our own thoughts and words, then others will go easy on us. We set the blueprint for how others can treat us. That's why this energy is so important right now, that you change your perspective, that they are not rejecting you. They are not denying you. This is a redirection back to you, to recognize that this is playing out, to say, you know what? I see you. I send love to you. Some of you may need to forgive yourself first. A lot of sensitivity and vulnerability is coming up in this. This, for me, is representative of the Page of Cups. So a new type of emotions and energy. You're not very stable in it yet. You could be wobbly and you can feel very sensitive and vulnerable, but that really is your key. With this rejection and denial, this is really you rejecting you rejecting the authenticity of yourself. So there's somewhere in you that you have not fully overcome or looked at. And what you need to do is have that compassion and love for yourself. Guys, it is normal. This is part of the path. Each one of us have things that we don't share, we don't talk about with others for whatever reason. But when we think about it with ourselves, we don't want anyone to know about it. We don't accept it. We don't even like to look at it. Those are the parts of yourself that under this new moon energy, you need to face. You need to give it a big hug, and you need to honor it, thank it, be grateful, love it, and let it go. New moon energy is all about new beginnings and new starts. So here, we have number 40, the power of prayer. Surrender, belief, affirm, and release. Yeah, release this thought and this idea that they're rejecting you. With unity, we have number 43, you're ready in reverse. This is all about stagnation, being insecure, feeling unsupported, so, like this was unplanned. For some of you, this could have come out of the blue. Maybe somebody, you feel ghosted or they're not reaching out. Um, they've gone silent. Right now, those on a spiritual path, the energy has been heavy. It has been drawing everybody inward. One of the things that the sooner you can learn this on your journey, the better off you'll be, is that when people do this, again, that's when we feel this denial and rejection. People go quiet or silent or whatever. We make it about us. Don't make it about you. Let each person go through what they need to go through. A lot of people are pulling back, going silent because of so many different reasons: overwhelm, hurt, pain, things in their own life. The key is, do not take it on, do not take it as a personal attack. Focus on your relationship with you to bring that unity, because once you do that, you set that energetic blueprint, and now you will attract people into your lives who will mirror you in the good way. This heartbreak, pain card, you guys have heard me say it before. I am a fan of affirmations. However, in the spiritual community, I don't feel they're taught appropriately. Affirmations in and of themselves are not going to change your life. They are a tool, and a very valuable tool, to help you manifest, but they're only one piece of this recipe. Because you could sit there and say affirmations all day long, every day, and nothing change. Why? Because that's all mental. You need the feelings to activate and magnetize. But when you're in this pain, that is the perfect time to start with the affirmations, to start shifting the energy. And that's something on my personal journey. That's what I did and how I used affirmations when that pain and things came up and things happened and I just wanted to sit in my victim diaper and bitch and whine about it. I would challenge myself to go into affirmations to help me change my vibration. So when you first do affirmations or any type of thinking and thoughts, you have those thoughts, then the feeling matches it. The key here is getting out of these lower vibrational feelings and getting on a higher vibrational feeling disc. So you can start with affirmations and then focus on the feelings so you can release and attract in what you desire. And this is that action and the work that you're called to do. Some of these affirmations are: my angels are with me, life loves me, I am beautiful, I am prosperous, everything is going to work out. Remember, words are spells. Have you ever had this experience where you're talking with somebody else, and as they're talking, whether you've realized this or not, energetically you feel pulled in, and depending on what they're saying, you may feel like something kind of compelling you into action or to do something? If you reflect back on that, is this true for you? That when those words were coming out, energy was coming towards you that kind of swirled around you, it engulfed you, it pulled you in. That's an energetic word spell. We fall victim to that. Those of you who have had any experience with narcissist or emotional manipulation, you're going to understand that. because your energy, your vibration changes, and you start thinking and acting in ways you normally wouldn't. So just sit with that and think about that. Think about when you've done that with yourself. Sensitivity. And here we have number 22. Everything's okay, but this is in reverse. Disbelief, alone, unanswered, and frustrated. This is about recycling this story of rejection and denial. You are being called, and you have already started this. You're not new to this, but this is that call that, hey, it's the new moon. This is a new cycle. Challenge yourself to do things every day in a brand new way. Challenge yourself not to fall into old stinking thinking thought patterns, because it's the thoughts that create the feelings that end up creating the experiences of what you're manifesting. All right. I love this because you are so close to transmuting all of this. Stay the course. Pull out of the energy that they're rejecting you, they're denying you. This is never going to happen. They're not talking to me. I'm not getting what I want, blah, 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 blah. That's because you're being redirected back to the truth, back to source, back to you. Nobody can give you what you want until you give it to yourself energetically first. Take control. Exactly. Closure. Yep. For those of you who just saw that and went, oh my God, see, I knew it was about this person. You're blowing smoke up my patootie. No, I'm not. Step back for a moment. This is about closing out this thought process, this cycle of you feeling rejected and denied anytime somebody doesn't show up according to your expectations. That's saying, close this karmic cycle of you letting yourself down, of you having putting your attention on things outside of you. That's what that's saying. Hidden emotions. Yep. Because that's what's coming up. The slightest wave or turbulence in these connections for you is revealing your hidden emotions. And it's revealing that, again, not to pull you back, but for you to look at this subconscious and make that choice. Are you going to continue telling yourself that old story? Or are you going to put on your big girl panties, big boy panties, and make a different choice? Because you are being called to make a different choice. They are not rejecting you. You are rejecting you. And because you're rejecting you through these hidden emotions on this journey to closure, they are subconsciously reacting to that energy. They're pulling away. Things in their life are going on. They're trying to make sense of, because this is mirrored energy. They are being called to do the exact same thing. All right, guys. I hope that helped. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Alakai, Alakai, Alakai.